blockbuster between these two sides competing in this action-packed form of cricket.
There's always a special atmosphere under the lights. You can really feed off the crowd when it's like this. Tony Gregg is now in the commentary box with me. We'll get your thoughts on the match in a moment, Tony, but first let's hear your analysis of the pitch.
Thanks, Jonathan, and good evening, everyone. This pitch will provide an even pace and bounce with the ball coming on nicely to the bat, so the batsmen should enjoy themselves out there. The bowlers will have to make full use of new ball if they're to keep the score down, with line and length being absolutely vital.
The captains are about to make the crucial toss, so let's get down there and see who wins. This could be an important toss to win, and they're batting. They could put a solid total on the board and they'll be in a strong position. The crowd's beginning to fill up as the players emerge from the pavilion. The fast bowler with the first over then. Thin edge. Batsman coming back for a second. Another 3 onto the total. He's got the edge. Edged. Out.
He wasn't there for very long, as he still shows.
Let's look at that again. Hold him. The batsman really had no answer to that ball.
It seems like miles back in the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
Let's have a look at that again. Serious pressure on the new man in there.
No ball.
No ball called. That'll be a free hit. Batsman coming back for a second. Let's take another look at that in replay. Batsmen are looking for 2. That's well played. Once it's past the field on this outfield, it's a certain 4.
That was beautifully put away for 4.
He used the pace of the outfield perfectly. Nice shot. That is a textbook shot.
He picked his spot well there.
That was a very confident shot. Beautiful timing. That's a huge 6.
He's really treating this bowling with absolute contempt.
That's a real ground lead.
Batsman coming back for 2. He sent him back. There's trouble here. Can they run him out? Beautifully played. Super shot. The crowd enjoyed that shot. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out. Let's take another look at that in replay.
crowd really enjoyed that one. That's out.
And from another angle. That's nicely played.
4 more.
Wonderful shot. He really punched the bowler there.
It's been a rather expensive over so far.
Oh, great shot.
Once it beats the field on this outfield, it races away.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot.
Edged. Batsman coming back for 2. That was good running by the batsman.
No ball. No ball. A free hit.
Let's have a look at that again. Exquisite shot.
That's in the air, and it's cleared the rope.
He got everything absolutely right there and was rewarded with 6 runs.
That's a real crowd pleaser.
Oh, great shot.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit it.
You can't afford to drift offline at all on this pitch. Top quality shot.
He plays that shot really well and it brings him a lot of runs.
That was a very confident shot.
Great shot. That'll give him some confidence.
He looks in fine form. Quality timing there.
Oh, lovely timing. He played that beautifully.
That shot will give you an idea of just how... Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Very safely taken. Soft hands. That's what's important.
Let's have a look at that again. Plenty of pressure on the new batsman there.
And there's a fielder underneath him.
The tail's exposed off that crucial break shot.
Well, he picked the fielder out perfectly with that shot.
Let's look at that again. Beautifully played. That's cleared the infield. 4 runs. That was a very confident shot. That's the end of another over. The seamer to start a new over then. Batsmen are looking for 2. They're having a shout. And from another angle.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye.
There's the red light. He's out.
I think he realised halfway down that he wasn't going to make it.
New batsman in for the Westindies. Edged. Well, what's the umpire going to say about this one? He's got the edge. Big shout. Well, those are taking a bit of stick, aren't they? Wicket to start a new over. Edge to slip. Let's look at that again. Got him! That about wraps it up now.
Well, that's a really long walk back when you haven't scored many runs.
Another run onto the scoreboard. 6 off the over. Final over about to be bowled. He was beaten all ends up by that one. That really was a peach of a delivery.
His coach will definitely have him back in the nets first thing in the morning practicing that shot.
Let's have a look at the action replay. Well, that score's just about competitive. He's getting a polite round of applause as he makes his way to the pavilion. I don't like the look of that black cloud.
With a target like this, the batting side need to set themselves smaller targets. Like get to 50, then when they're at 50, get to 100, and so on.
The ball just runs out and out for a duck. Let's have a look at that again. So, new South African batsman on strike.
What a superb shot.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
He just can't fault the placement there. 4 runs. The free hit. He can only be run out off this ball. He's played that beautifully. That was a mighty hit.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like that. Brilliant.
Well, he's playing to the crowd now.
That might clear the road. It has.
And a cracking shot, that one. He looks in fantastic form.
That was a very confident shot. There might be trouble here. 1 more to the total. That really is an expensive over.
Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
Let's look at that again.
I'm sure the new batsman will look to play himself in. No run. Let's have a look at that from another angle. New batsman in. We know that climatic conditions and the condition of the ball both play a part in generating swing. But would you say that movement in the air is predominantly generated by the bowler's grip or the overall bowling action?
Yes, there's no doubt that the whole question of swing bowling is top of mind in the world of cricket at the moment, mainly because you've got this thing called reverse swing.
Dollar. Let's have a look at the action replay. So, new batsman at the crease. Got ball.
This could be the end for the batsman.
That's out. Caught. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball and he's out.
That's a sloppy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
Let's have a look at that again. Let's have a look at that again. The tail's really exposed now.
No ball.
No ball. Free hit. Bowler really needs to keep it tight up.
No balls these days mean the batsman has a free hit. He can only be run out off this ball.
Brilliant timing.
That really does get the bowlers back up. No bowler likes being hit for six.
I thought that was going to join us on the commentary box. That overhelped the run rate somewhat.
Oh, great shot.
He plays that shot really well and it brings him a lot of runs.
That clattered into the hoardings.
Oh, that's a cracking shot.
And another four.
Super timing, that fairly raced away.
He hit that with great power. He's got the edge. And there's a fielder underneath it.
Let's take another look at that in replay.
So,
It's crazy to bowl no balls with this new rule about the free hit.
that's another single there.
Beautiful stroke.
That's raced away to the fence.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
Batsmen are looking for two.
Confident appeal. There's the signal. He's safe.
Nice shot.
That's out of the ground.
The fielding captain will be a little concerned by that.
That was a really classy shot.
There's a fielder underneath it.
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball. And he's out.
That's an important catch. He did well to hang on to it.
Let's have a look at that again. New batsman on strike now for South Africa. Hugely expensive over.
When he wasn't bowling. The same, of course, applies to the great West Indian combinations. The likes of Holding and Roberts, for example, were absolutely deadly. And had either Holding or Roberts not been there would have been little time to recover.
Batsmen are coming back for two.
a good shout.
Batsmen are looking for 2. It really is scoring at an excellent rate. That's 7 runs scored off the over.
He's applied himself superbly out there.
The crowd are giving him a warm round of applause. Batsman coming back for a second. What a beautiful stroke. That's raced away to the boundary.
He's found the gap.
That was a confident shot. Batsmen are looking for 2. Good strike rate so far from this batsman. Another single for the batsman. Exquisite shot. 4 runs.
Well, that's good batting. He might have hit it in the air, but it was pretty safe and got him 4 runs.
Well, he's playing to the crowd now.
Batsmen are coming back for 2. What do you think makes a great number 3 then, Tony?
A great number 3 really must have a solid defence. Remember that it's quite often that he's going to find himself in a situation where he's out in the middle, replacing one of the openers before too many up.
Dropped it. We're disappointed not to have held on to that one.
The bowler needs the support of his fielders if he's to bowl with any confidence.
And the end of the over. Lovely shot.
He's found the gap.
He really looked in good nick today. He used the pace of the outfield perfectly. Great shot.
The fielding captain will be a little concerned by that.
He looks in fine form. That's with 6 all the way. So the run rate stands at just under 5 and over. They're having a shout. He's asking for the 3rd umpire on this one. Let's have a look at the action replay.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye over and over, but in the middle, they only get one shot at it at full speed.
The 3rd umpire's given him out. That about wraps it up now.
Well, they got themselves into a right mess.
Fast asleep. Got him!
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. It's all over. That's the last wicket.